Stop everything you're doing. Right now. Before you scroll, before you open another tab, let me ask you one question that will completely shatter the way you see yourself. Do you believe that understanding people makes you stronger? That feeling their pain gives you an edge? That your empathy is some kind of superpower? If you just nodded, congratulations. You've fallen for the most dangerous lie of the 21st century. Uncontrolled empathy isn't a gift. It's a slow-acting poison. It's the real reason you're exhausted, manipulated, disrespected, and stuck while everyone else moves forward. Today, I'm going to expose the hidden price of empathy, the one nobody dares talk about. In the next 25 minutes, you'll discover exactly why your big heart is bleeding you dry, and how to turn it into the coldest, most powerful weapon you'll ever own. But let's be crystal clear from the start. I'm not telling you to become a psychopath. I'm telling you to become a conscious empath. An empath who chooses when to open the gates and when to burn the bridge. Because in a world full of emotional vampires, unlimited empathy equals slow suicide. Drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I control my empathy. Let's begin. 1. Empathy as an open wound. Empathy sounds beautiful. It feels noble. But in reality, it's an open door with a neon sign that says, "Come dump your trauma here, free of charge." Think about the most empathetic person you know. Who do people call at 3 a.m. when their life falls apart? Who stays on the phone for hours listening to the same sob story for the 17th time? Who gets invited to every drama but never to the celebration? That person is you. Or was you. Unfiltered empathy turns you into the world's emotional trash can. You absorb anxiety, anger, guilt, shame, all of it, thinking you're helping. You're not helping. You're being used. Science calls this emotional contagion. Your brain literally mirrors the pain of others as if it were your own. And every time you do it, you pay with your own nervous system. Drop this in the comments. I am not the world's emotional dumpster. 2. The savior complex trap. The more you understand people, the more you feel responsible for fixing them. And the more you try to fix them, the more they break you. Hyper-empathetic people attract narcissists, victims, and energy vampires like moths to a flame. Why? Because predators can smell an open heart from a mile away. You become the guy who understands why she cheated. You become the friend who justifies why he never pays you back. You become the employee who gets why your toxic boss screams so you don't speak up. You're not being kind. You're being addicted to being needed. The savior complex is the most expensive drug on earth. And you're the dealer giving out free hits until you're bankrupt. Comment. I only save those who are actually trying to save themselves. 3. Empathy. Fatigue is real, and it's killing your testosterone. Let's go hard science for a second. Emotional empathy, feeling with someone, activates your insular cortex and anterior cingulate, the exact same pain circuits that fire when you are hurt. Do this 50 times a day. Your body thinks it's under constant attack. Result: chronic cortisol spikes, crashed testosterone, brain fog, depression, physical exhaustion. There's a reason the most empathetic men often have the lowest T levels and the weakest presence. Your body literally pays the bill for everyone else's emotions. Meanwhile, high performers? They use cognitive empathy they understand without absorbing. They read people like a book, without becoming the bookmark. Comment. I understand, without letting it infect me. 4. Empathy as perceived weakness. In any social hierarchy, workplace, dating, friendship circles, the person who understands everyone ends up at the bottom. Why? Because understanding becomes excusing. Excusing becomes tolerating. Tolerating becomes submission. You see the trauma behind someone's disrespect, so you let it slide. You feel their insecurity, so you don't enforce your boundaries. You get why they're late, flaky, or rude, so you say nothing. Congratulations. You just trained the world to walk all over you. The ruthless truth. People only respect those who respect themselves first. And excessive empathy is the fastest way to signal that you don't. Comment. My understanding no longer blinds me to disrespect. 5. The connection paradox. They told you, to build deep connections, be vulnerable, be empathetic. Biggest lie ever sold. Excessive empathy doesn't create connection. It creates pity. People love being understood, up to a point. After that, they lose attraction, respect, and interest. The guy who listens to her problems for 4 hours straight? Friend-zoned. The employee who feels everyone's stress and never pushes back? Invisible. The friend who always gets it? Taken for granted. Magnetic people do the opposite. They give a calculated dose of empathy, then pull back. They listen deeply, then redirect the spotlight onto themselves. They make you feel seen, without ever becoming your therapist. Scarcity creates value. Availability destroys it. Comment. I connect without dissolving into someone else. 6. Selective empathy, the ultimate power move. Psychopaths have zero empathy, they dominate. Hyper-empathetics have too much, they get dominated. The apex predators of the human game? They have empathy on a dimmer switch. They turn it up when it serves them. They turn it off when it doesn't. Examples. The CEO who cries with the single mother he's laying off, then signs the paper anyway. The man who deeply understands his girlfriend's insecurity, then holds frame and walks away if disrespected. The leader who feels his team's fear, then makes the hard call that saves the company. That's adult empathy. That's controlled power. Comment. My empathy is a weapon I aim, deliberately. 7. The invisible tax you pay every day. Every minute you spend carrying someone else's emotional load is a minute you're not building your empire. Every night you lose sleep worrying about someone else's drama is a night your body doesn't recover. Every time you lower your standards because they're going through something is a time you betray your own future. High achievers aren't cold. They just learned one sentence that changed everything. I understand, but that's not my problem. No guilt, no explanation, no apology. Comment. I guard my energy like it's the last resource on earth. 8. The new empath code. From this moment forward, you stop being the default empath. You become the conscious empath. New rules. You listen to understand, never to absorb. You feel selectively, never automatically. You help only when it aligns with your mission. You say, I get it, without saying, I'll fix it. You allow people to sit in their discomfort because that's how they grow. You are no longer the sponge. You are the filter. You are no longer the victim of other people's emotions. You are the master of your own. Final affirmation, drop this in the comments. I am a conscious empath. My mind is a fortress. We're done here. You now have 2 futures in front of you. Path 1. Keep being the emotional support animal for everyone around you until you're completely drained, broke, and forgotten. Path 2. Take absolute control of your empathy, weaponize it, and become the calmest, most powerful version of yourself anyone has ever met. The choice is yours. But now you know the truth that 99% of people will die without ever understanding. If this video just saved your life, smash the like button. Subscribe and hit the bell if you want more forbidden truths about the human mind. And share this with the one person you know who feels everything too deeply. They need this more than you can imagine. Your empathy is not a curse. Controlled, selective, ruthless. When necessary, it becomes the sharpest blade you'll ever carry.